Okay, it looks like we are live. Hello, everyone. Let's see. Thank you for joining us. I'm just going to give maybe 30 seconds or maybe a minute just so that everyone who wants to join can get in. Okay, a few more people coming in. Hello from Scotland. Oh my God, thank you for joining. How incredible is that we have people from all over the world watching? All right, we're just gonna give it another maybe 30 seconds, and then we will hop right in to all this incredible stuff that we have planned. If you're joining us from another country outside of Canada, we would love to hear where you're coming from. Drop us a comment. Hello from Murray Harbor, Prince Edward Island. Wow, thank you. Thank you for joining. All right, let's get going. My name is Tobias Binder. I'm one of the Janome Canada educators. I'm here at the Janome headquarters in Oakville. As you can see, I've chosen this lovely wall of CM17s as my backdrop because why not? And right now we have with us Liz Johnson from Sew4Home. If you're not familiar with Sew4Home, you should check out their website. They've got all sorts of incredible designs, patterns, embroidery designs, really amazing stuff. And I'm going to jump right into it because we have a lot of exciting things that Liz is here with us, and she's going to tell us about these new Janome exclusive things as well as some other stuff. So, hello.
Hi.
Liz.
Hello, Tobias. Well, I'm joining from another country. I didn't put anything in the comments, but there you go. We have a very foggy morning outside the windows here in the Pacific Northwest, but it's exciting to be back. We had a little break last month, so we have, as Tobias said, we have lots of cool stuff to talk about. I'm going to start with just like a little fun little tip that I guess just was posted today. We do monthly, we call them mini tips. So we do those monthly for Janome Canada. And this month's is how to insert a magnetic snap.
Oh.
And so if you're a quilter or maybe a garment sewer, something like that, you may not have a lot of experience with it. But for things like bags and boxes and totes and those types of things, the magnetic snap is incredible. And there it is. There's my nails too. It's a close-up of my hands. So, and it's really a lot easier than you might think. I always tell people with putting in hardware, it always seems really intimidating because it's hardware and we're sewers. We're used to soft stuff. But hardware is a lot easier than you might think it is. And really, the secret with the magnetic snaps or with anything that you play around with, it's really the proper positioning, the measuring. Usually someone will tell you if you're using their pattern, like a Sew4Home pattern, we're going to at least tell you where to put the magnetic snap or the clip or the D-ring or whatever. But really taking the time to measure once and twice and 3 times so that before you do insert it, you're 100% sure that it's right where you want it. And you can see as Tobias is kind of scrolling through the little tip here, there's also a lot to think about with stabilization, just like any kind of fabric that you're working with. Magnetic snaps, unlike just a regular snap, a little double cap snap or something like that, they're heavy little buggers for the most part. And so they're really not the kind of snap you want to use on a lovely organza item, but they're super great for the type of substrates that you would use for these bags and totes. And even then, you might want to think about a little stabilization, but it is a fun and easy tip, and there's lots of great photos there. And that is up right now on Janome Canada. So that's a great one.
Yeah.
And we have a brand new project that will be up on the site very soon, an exclusive Canada project. And I'm excited about this one because it comes from us looking at collections that have been coming out, I guess, really over like the past year, couple years, where a lot of the designers, the high-end quilting cotton designers, are incorporating the wide width cottons, the 108 width cottons into their collections so that you have these beautiful options that you can use for your quilt backing rather than just, having to, well, I guess I'll get a big piece of muslin or a solid color or something like that. These are gorgeous, gorgeous colors and patterns. And what I think is really cool, not every single time, but most of the designers, it's a special motif that is just on that wide width cotton. So we were even looking at it and thinking, these are so gorgeous. What else could we use them for besides being a beautiful quilt back, and bring them kind of more out into the world where we can enjoy them? And also looking at the fact that because they're designed to fill these gorgeous big spaces, they have gorgeous big motifs. So we put on our little thinking caps and started looking around at some different things, and we landed on a table runner. Because if you look at the lengths and the widths of standard table runners, say like at a Williams Sonoma, a Pottery Barn, something like that at retail locations, they are almost always right around about 18 inches in width, and 108 or right around there is a real standard length for a runner. So we thought, with just about a yard of this beautiful fabric, you could make a gorgeous, gorgeous runner, and all you have to do is fold it in half. And so this is our brand new runner. Of course, it's so big, I'm not going to be able to get it onto the camera, but I'm going to kind of rotate it around here. And this is in a fabric collection from Anna Maria Horner for Free Spirit Fabrics. The collection is called Our Fair Home. And so this is her beautiful 108. And then at the end, we took one of the coordinating regular width fabrics in the collection, and we used that to add a little band to the end of it. Totally optional, but kind of a fun way to really give a pop of color and accent to the end of your runner. So whether or not you're going to lay it flat on the table or it's going to hang over the end a little bit, it's all ready to go. So there is just a little bit of a low loft batting in here. You're going to fold it in half. So you'll put your end caps on first.
Okay.
If you want to do that. And then you are going to simply fold it in half so that you can really press it and get some good guidelines to work with. And then you're going to put your batting on half of that, fold everything right sides together, stitch it around, leave a turn gap, turn it right side out, and then just add a little edge stitching all the way around the edge. Really not necessary with something that finishes at 18 inches to do any kind of quilting through the middle. It doesn't shift around at all. So super duper simple. And of course, we give you the very specific cutting information for how to finish with something that is 108 by 18 inches, which also means that, yes, we did start with just a little bit bigger than a yard so that we had enough for our seam allowance, as well as enough to really make sure we had a beautifully centered fussy cut. So when we folded in half, it was going to be just what we wanted to see. But it's super easy to adjust that. You know, literally, you might end up with, if you wanted to just not get more than a yard, it really only makes about a ½ an inch difference. So that's not going to kill you. And of course, it's very easy to decide what you want to do for the length that's going to work on your table, whether, like I said, whether it's going to sit flat, whether you want a little drop at either end. So very easy to adjust that. So you can do it just with your 108 width, just leave it at that, or we show you the easy way to add a pretty little end cap to each of them. And then to kind of bring it all together, since it is the holiday season and we're having people over for holiday festive meals, we also show you how to make a matching little pair of napkins. So there, you can see in the picture there that we actually set our beautiful table. And these are, again, very easy. We've included how to do the band, so it makes a beautiful finish. It's just a single layer, but we'll show you how to wrap that and then just do one line of stitching so that it makes a nice clean finish. And then, of course, we give you all of our steps. This is kind of a standard technique for us, how to do these kind of little clean corners, how to fold those in and get a nice clean diagonal point.
Oh, yes.
That is something that, you know, you can use on so many kinds of hems.
Absolutely. I feel like I'm always looking at restaurant napkins, and I'm like wondering how do they make that in the factory? You know, how do they get that really nice, beautiful corner finish? So that would be really awesome to sort of just try and do it yourself. And obviously, when everything matches, it's like, oh, it's so wonderful. People are probably going to ask, where did you get that set? That's such a really nice set.
I know, just really, you don't have to say either. You never have to tell.
Yeah, you also. I find when I first started sewing, I wanted everyone to know that, oh, I made this. But when you've been doing it for a while, it's almost nice to just not even have to say that, because you know.
Because they'll be oh so impressed. And so, like I said, this is that Our Fair Home, Anna Maria Horner. I believe, I know here in the States, it should be hitting retail shelves like kind of any minute now. Sometimes it's a tiny bit delayed up at some dealers and fabric stores in Canada, but that is the name of it if you wanted to look for this. But I have, I just watched like Tula Pink's video for her new Roar fabric that's coming out this spring. Plus, of course, other ones that she's done before. Her 108s are just amazing and beautiful to work with. But I think once you kind of look at it, you will be surprised at how many collections have at least one or two 108 choices. And it just, you know, bring them out from behind the back of a quilt. They're fun, and that's a fun and easy way to do it. I know that's another thing this time of year. It's like, yeah, there's lots of things to do, lots of gifts to make, lots of meals to have, but there's not a lot of time to do all of those. And so that is one of the reasons we did this project right now, because it just doesn't get much easier than that. You know, fold in half and stitch. When my older daughter was first learning to sew, we used to joke because everything was just three steps. It was going to be cut it out, sew, wear. So
that sounds lovely. I wish it was always like that.
It's kind of like that with this. So you cut it out, stitch it together, put it on the table, you're good to go. So we just finished our end. And so now all of our friends at Janome Canada will be doing their magic to put it together for you so that you can download the free PDF that will take you through all of the steps. You usually have it in both English and French. And so there's still some steps to happen there, but it should be up, as they say, any time now. And we'll also be putting together a fun little video to just kind of talk about some of the highlights of it as well. And then in terms of Sew4Home-ish things. I also wanted to talk about the new embroidery collection
Oh yeah.
that is underway. Um, I'm going to pull up, I just printed a copy of what the designs are looking like because we're literally in the middle of digitizing and test sewing and all that kind of good stuff. But it does have a holiday feel, and we wanted something that could be cute for people who are doing like baby's first Christmas type of things, but also not so babyish that you couldn't use it for something else, whether it's a garment or linens or whatever. And so we have these 4 little guys. There's a couple that are font based. We have Santa Baby and a Fa La 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 La. And then we have a holiday penguin and a holiday fox that also have the ho 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 that is their border. And so I had sent Tobias a little picture of what we will be stitching them out on
Oh
to
yeah.
inspire you. So I'll let you go ahead and bring that up. But we're going to do both some stitch out on onesies. So we would kind of shrink down these little guys and put them on some cute little onesies if it is something for a baby's first Christmas. Or they would also be beautiful for linens. And that was one thing that we have. And of course, thanks to the wonderful variety of Janome hoops, you can see that we designed it so on like a linen, you could do the fa la la running vertically, which would be super cute when it is hanging on a towel rack like that, or bundling it together with the other 2. But that's always fun to be able to have that hoop flexibility that you can move things around. And obviously we'll work with shrinking them in different sizes so that they will stitch out on some little onesies and be super cute. But I think they would also be cute just like on, if you had like a holiday sweatshirt or something like that, or, anything that you're working on, a cute little gift bag or something, they will be really fun for that. So we are definitely rushing to get these done as soon as possible so that we can get them up for you guys and you can download them in time for your holiday gift giving. But I also wanted Tobias to bring up and kind of remind you, I think it's been 2 years now, but we came up with another holiday collection, a collection of vintage ornaments. And I don't want you guys to forget about that. They're still there.
Yes.
And so if you go on to the Janome Canada website,
I will.
you want to pull it up here?
Yeah, because it's free embroidery designs. Who doesn't love that? And
I know.
So you go to janome.ca and you hit the Inspire tab here. You go down. It's I actually figured out the easiest way is so here we have free embroidery, so view designs, and well, you have all the hobby patches from Sew4Home, all sorts of stuff here. But if you go down, we have the vintage Christmas ornament designs. And it's literally as easy as you just hit download, and then boom, you get a zip file with instructions, the embroidery files themselves, just some color scheme documents that give you all the information you need. And I thought that was really, really incredible that it's just like a free resource that's there for you.
And I know they were really popular when we first put them up, and but I think so. It's like anything. It starts to scroll to the bottom of the page, and it's like, I wonder if there's any Christmas stuff. So go ahead and scroll down and find them. We actually based them on some real vintage glass ornaments, and so any of you that grew up with those beautiful blown glass Christmas tree ornaments, you'll recognize the star shapes and the beautiful shapes. And they all have really nicely done textural elements of them, little French knots and fun things like that. So all kinds of things to keep you busy, as if you weren't already busy enough. But our job is to keep you even busier. But when Tobias and I were talking the other day, he told me something super cool that I want him to talk a little bit more about, and that is the opportunity for some private kind of lessons at the Oakville Sewing and Learning Center.
Yes. So the Janome Canada office is here in Oakville, Ontario, and we've been trying to get it up and running for classes. And the sort of first thing that we're starting, it's a bit of a soft launch, is one-on-one private lessons that are completely tailored to what you, the learner, wants to know about. So basically how it'll work, I'm going to share my screen again. Okay. So if you go to shop.janome.ca, this is our new website where there's going to be all of our classes are listed here, and then we have some clearance items that you can purchase directly from us. That's a separate thing, but for now, you go to the class. Here's, let's say you just got a mechanical machine. This is really designed for people who buy their machines maybe online, or you bought it secondhand and you don't have that dealer support. Usually when you buy from a dealer, they'll probably have like a free lesson with purchase, something like that. But if you don't have that, or there's a specific skill that you really want to learn, you send us an email at classes@janome-canada.com, and you basically tell us, this is the machine I have. This is what I want to learn, and these are the days and times, or this is the day and time that I want to learn it. And you send that, and me or someone else, we will get back to you and tell you, great, we can do that. Sounds great. And you can go ahead and check out and purchase the lesson from us, and then we're good to go. So that is just a really new, exciting thing that we have. We're starting small, so we have a mechanical machine, computerized machine, and a serger. And soon enough, we'll have things on embroidery, and we're gonna have larger classes. Let me bring back Liz here. We have larger classes in our main room outside, where we're gonna have 6 to 8 person classes, where we're gonna do make and take projects.
Mhm.
We're doing all sorts of stuff. So that's all in the works, but I just wanted to let you all know that that is coming, and we're all extremely excited to get some life in this office, some social, some new faces in here, and you know, we love that we have this office here, that we have everything out on display, and we want to just share it and have people come and sew with us because we love sewing, and we know you do too. And that is coming definitely very soon in person, and do and
I
yeah.
think, I think that with anything like this, obviously, when you're testing something, you just want to know how interested people are, so really don't be afraid to reach out, even if right now you're just curious hey, these are the things I'm kind of having trouble with. Are these the kinds of things that I could go over, or this is my machine, or this or that? Because that's going to help Janome Canada understand what are going to be the most interesting classes to offer as things expand into those small groups. And but really the ability to have one-on-one instruction like that is priceless. Yes, you can always get help with your dealer, and that's a wonderful way to go. But like Tobias said, sometimes if you end up with a Janome machine that is not able to go to a dealer, if you don't have one nearby or for whatever reason, this is a really great resource. And, of course, we understand Canada is a huge place. So, obviously Oakville's not next door for everybody, but it's a perfect place to start. And I think a lot of things could really, really grow out of this. Whether or not it becomes, that real kind of destination type of thing. So you are drawing from people all over. And it's the type of thing that gets really exciting, and people come and they're going to learn the newest techniques and tricks. And those are the little interesting things that make sewing go so much more smoothly. And
Absolutely.
yeah,
So
that was really the idea behind doing those mini tips that we do every month. It's like, what are the types of just little things that people can grab onto and learn, and then it makes just a whole host of projects go more smoothly.
yes, I just wanted to add that it doesn't matter which Janome machine you have. It can be so ancient. Actually, give me 10 seconds. I'm gonna pull this machine that we have.
I know you guys just had your 100th anniversary. It was 100 or more. Now
It,
it's
it, it was 100 in 2021.
okay. That's right.
Even if you have a machine like this, right, which is by our standards pretty ancient,
Oh my gosh, look at that.
came out in 1983, so it's older than me.
I
uh,
really didn't want to hear that, Tobias, but go ahead.
Even if you have a machine like that, we will help you with it because, I mean, yeah, even the fact that we have this machine here means that we have a pretty good knowledge of everything that came before. So yeah, any Janome machine, any Elna machine, more than happy to give you a lesson. Different educators. I'm only one of the many educators, so like Amanda, for instance, is our other educator. She's very knowledgeable about the M7 and quilting and all that sort of thing.
Mhm.
So you will get assigned the right person for what you need to learn about, which I think is wonderful.
Yeah, it's such an opportunity. And, we kind of chuckle at some of the older machines, but that's something I see online all the time. It's like, what about this machine? What about that machine? And I think all of us who are working in the industry, we're always super excited about the latest and greatest and what's the new thing that just came out. And that's what we want to focus on. And those beautiful CM17s that are behind you. But, we also understand that it's going to take a minute to work your way up the food chain and to get the latest and greatest. And Janome makes such great machines, and they're so well built and they're so reliable. So a machine that you've had for a number of years can still be perfectly wonderful, but it can be harder to find resources to really help you get the most out of it. So this is an incredible opportunity. I was so excited when I heard about it because I just think it's just a great idea. It's a super idea. So yeah, reach out, find out what you can do, and let's get it rolling. I think it's wonderful.
Yeah,
And we're almost out of time. I knew we had a ton of stuff. We kind of ran through it really quickly, but I really encourage you to go on to the Janome Canada website and take a look at everything that's out there right now. Tobias showed you where to go look for all the embroidery designs. So the ones that are coming soon, all the ones that are already there, always great gift ideas. And then, of course, also in the inspiration tab, you can see all the Janome exclusive projects that are there. We scrolled by the cute little paint smock that came out not too long ago. That would be a fun little Christmas craft project to put together for the little ones that are in your orbit. But always lots and lots of fun stuff. So it was great to be able to share it with all of you.
absolutely. Yeah, it was actually boggles my mind how much uh, just amazing Sew4Home stuff is on the Janome Canada website. Like you can just scroll through and just look at it for like probably half a day and just get inspired. And it's like we all love patterns, right? And here they are. Uh, yeah, like the dog collar. If you got it, like imagine making your own dog's collar. That would be so cute. I
And
love.
yeah, we didn't really talk about that. That's another thing that we do if you haven't looked at it. Every few months, we kind of go through and pick some Janome machines and then pair those machines with some free projects that are running on Sew4Home. So that's a real easy thing to do. And we kind of let you know why we thought this particular machine was great for this particular project. But yeah, also a great reason to kind of jump over to Sew4Home and browse around, see if you can find something that's just right. Yeah, who knows? You could put together a whole glamorous doggy boutique of dog collars and leashes. They're super fun.
You're gonna
They're
have
super fun
the
to
most,
make.
you're gonna have the hippest looking dog on the street.
Damn right. That's right. Well, thank you, everybody. It was great to see you. And we'll be back again next month. And I don't know what we'll be talking about, but it's always something cool.
I bet it'll be very exciting. All right, yeah, thank you everyone, and we will see you next month.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Bye bye.